everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Patriots coming in at 5-2, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 2-5.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Phillip Rivers and the now Los Angeles Chargers. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down, Rivers. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. On second down, here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Smith. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Sugar, wait, 20. Sugar, sugar.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 20. Check.
Brady to throw on second down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Hey, check it. Wait. You got 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, Brady. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let this one go. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. Brady. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Steps away to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And down to the 36-yard line here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
third down now following the run. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 32-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
On first down, it's Smith. Forced out to his left. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. From midfield, here's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, partner, we just saw the second interception of the game against Tom Brady. I'm going to see my eye doctor because I did not really see that, did I?
Well, nobody sees it often. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions all season. Did not throw 2 in a game, so certainly a rarity. Caught left side, Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Gino on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, Smith sets up the screen to Gordon. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. And that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now this time, Brady will throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it here. This is James White. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Here's Smith now on second down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw on second down is Smith. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Gino. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, Smith. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And the lead is now 24. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A good pickup there, a 22. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, here's Smith. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punt. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this second half. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Smith gets it to Gordon, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To the air again, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And he's able to put it through. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returning, it's Benjamin. And Benjamin seems to be in some pain. You see him there, still down. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On first down, it's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Smith to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Geno down to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Derek Rivers. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Smith being chased out left. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Smith now to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Rivers in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Smith. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That is caught at the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are, to me.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Patriots gearing up to go now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. In motion right comes Matthews. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Pats, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.